Hello Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to your tarot reading here at the Intuitive Teacup. My name is Annie. I'm so happy to have you all out there. Please come into this tarot reading with an open heart and an open mind, a desire to maybe learn something or better yourself, better your situation, get some new knowledge and insights. This is about self-empowerment, self-growth, self-development, all those good things. All right, let's set the intention here and now to get my Leo gang out there watching some clear, helpful, and insightful messages for wherever they are currently at on their spiritual path forward. Please do trust your own intuition above all else. Take away only what resonates with you and release the rest. These are general messages, Leo, so it's possible that not everything here will speak to you. That is normal and fine. Ultimately, you are accountable and responsible for all your actions and decisions. All right, that's my spiel. Let's do it for my fabulous Leo gang out there. Center your spread is 8 of Wands. All right, so things are actually starting to take flight. Things are starting to take movement. Something that you've been working on or something that has been possibly even manifesting for you behind the curtain, you're actually starting to feel the momentum of it in a very impactful and powerful way. Wow, love it. So you're coming from a place of 3 of Cups. So this is getting the family together. This is getting the friends group together. This is getting the team back on the same page. It's a card that says emotionally, we're all vibing. It's like we're feeling the same things. And not just that, we're feeling it in a way where there's almost like a psychic connection to this card, where there's almost like an intuitive knowing or an unspoken language. There's like a psychic, you understand what your people are wanting and doing and going through. And so you're able to... It's like a really good partnership card. Sorry, I feel like I'm actually like not being very eloquent there. It is a card of celebrations. It's a card of reunions. It's about getting together and enjoying life. But for some reason, it almost feels like some sort of team dynamic, whether it's your family or your friends or your coworkers. You've been working on something and you're actually starting to be able to, I'm almost wanting to say like exhale a little bit. You're like, okay, cool. Like all that work we did, it wasn't for nothing. But here's the thing, in your recent past, you have 3 of Cups. So, I mean, typically it's coming off of some sort of high vibration or some sort of elation or some sort of positive change in someone's life where it's like, hey, this is cool. Like, let's lean into gratitude and celebrate the good times. Your ultimate goal is to restore harmony and balance, possibly in your life, in your body, or in your finances. So what are you thinking right now, Leo? You have the Magician, so I love this energy. It feels more empowered this week. You guys have had some really heavy readings on my channel, and I have to say this one immediately, there's like a lighter sense to it. So if you are going through it right now, you know, we're in eclipse season, we're in the retrograde, like I get that it's not all sunshine and rainbows, but so far this actually looks like you're turning the corner, and again, there's like I can exhale. Because something going on here with the 8 of Wands, from the 3 of Cups of like people getting together to achieve some sort of common goal, that here's the important factor. It makes you very happy. It feels satisfying and fulfilling. Everybody's cup is full to the brim. So maybe it's something more entrepreneurial, or maybe it's something where everybody benefits from the achievement of this goal, maybe monetarily, or maybe it's just happily ever after, people getting together and feeling good about themselves, whatever it is. Because you've turned the corner on something and you're starting to see the reward of it, which, by the way, this reward and starting to physically feel the momentum, gaining momentum, you know what I mean? The process gaining momentum comes at a time where you're releasing expectations. That is super duper important. It's almost like you can't will a tree to grow. You just have to kind of plant the seed. You got to tend to it. You got to nurture it. You got to see what's up. But then you can't just stare at it and be like, why aren't you growing? When you take time out and step away and be like, there's so many other things that I can pour my energy and heart and I don't know, resources, happiness, joy into, that's when this other thing that maybe you were focused on too heavily actually starts to, it like manifests without you even looking or without you even knowing. For some of you, I'm getting this idea of like you quite literally come back to check something on the computer and you're like, oh shit, like this is good. Like, I don't know if it's like sales results are good or, you know, my social media profile just doubled in subs or it's something like that. It's like when you walk away and just spend time enjoying the life, the universe starts to bring in something into manifestation in like real earthly tangible results. What you're thinking though is because you've started to turn the corner, you're like, pardon my language, but it's like, it's being relayed to me in a very funny way. It's like, I'm a goddamn magician. Oh my God, are you guys seeing this? Like, it's very like, check me out. Like, look how good I'm doing. And I get it. Some of you are watching this going, that is so not my story. Like, you're like, bitch, please. I don't know why I'm wanting to curse in your reading, but it has kind of like a sassiness to it, but in a way where you feel freed from something. And here's the thing though, like, I don't see a lot of the struggle in these cards, but I can tell from like the depiction of them that it hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows. But the minute that you start to realize that that's not how life works, and it is about stepping up during times of adversity and challenge and rolling up our sleeves and doing the work, and not necessarily marrying ourselves to the idea that this entire chapter of my life is not going to be fun. It's like, no, I may have to work extra hard to seek out avenues of fun and really kind of, I've been saying this to everyone, like, really put on those rose-tinted glasses in order to get out of bed this morning. But hey, I did it, and you know what? I'm glad I did, because I actually am enjoying this, right? I'm not saying you're enjoying all of it, but I think your ability to see beauty in flaws and beauty in imperfection is really shining through this week. And it's empowering you in a way where you're like, well, damn, if I just conquered that demon, if I just slayed that dragon, however you want to say it, something that was really weighing heavily on you, if you feel like you were able to master something or accomplish or just simply work through it. And for some of you, working through it means just being present, showing up for yourself, and allowing life to unfold organically. The fact that you're making friends with that and not trying to mastermind it or control it, or do you understand what I mean? It's like you're not trying to play God and like overextend yourself or overexert yourself in a narrative where there's other things involved, there's other people involved. So you still get results that I'm going to say you're pretty stoked about. It might be different than what you intended or had hoped for, but you're still pretty elated and excited. That's why in your mind you're like, I can do anything. And I mean, keep in mind, energies change. This is like a weekly reading. But this week, you're at a place where you're just like, hell yeah. Like I'm a motherfucking badass. Like, there's something about this magician that is very, like, self-assured, but in an earned way. And I think because it defies your expectations, something that you didn't think was going to work, or something that you were ready to, like, throw in the towel or assume the worst possible outcome, this does a 180 for you, Leo. It does a 180 for you, and it's like it positively impacts your body too. Something about like this meditative state. If you were anxious or nervous or I don't know, something, it levels out, it balances out. Something is brought back into harmony. Maybe this is a relationship in your life that was on the fritz. Maybe this is something where you were fighting with your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse. Maybe you were fighting with your child, and you finally have a breakthrough moment. What's really interesting though is let's just look at your action card. Yeah, okay, perfect, thank you. I was gonna say, I can already tell, the key to your success of allowing this to heal is to simply like release, and for some of you, walk away, to let go. And for some of you, for most of you, actually, it's not abandon ship, it's let go of your control issues. And as a fixed sign, Leo, a fixed fire sign, but I would say this to any of the fixed signs, that can be very, very difficult sometimes. And I mean, I think that's true for a lot of signs, not just fixed energy, but like your strength in tenacity and commitment and loyalty and dedication in pursuit of your passions is your superpower. But it's also that thing that sometimes creeps up on you and bites you in the butt, because your inability to let go of something when the universe, God, source, spirit, they're not saying no. They're saying not right now. There you go. Like, message done. You can click off now. That's essentially the message here. Like, let it breathe. Let it go. Stop trying to mastermind or control this, or be overly strategic of like, how do I get this result? It's like you're already on the path. I'm hearing the word like Easter egg hunt. I don't know why that's coming through, but it's like there's chocolate in the egg. You don't have to doubt that the prize is there. It's like it hasn't come into your view yet. I think that's what it is. Like the eggs are hidden, like your money, your abundance, your success. Like it's already mapped out. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's just a matter of timing. It has to do with divine timing. This Eight of Cups is like, I'm walking away because I don't love this person. I've lost my passion. This isn't doing it for me. This Eight of Cups is like, I'm gonna push pause because this whole thing is out of my control. I've shown up and I've done my bit. I'm going to go hang out with my friends and laugh and drink and have a good time. And then I'm going to come back to it with a fresh perspective. And when you do come back to it, that's what I mean. You stumble into the success where you actually start to see it. This is all about movement and momentum and things taking off. And that's really what's inspiring your like mental health is really good this week in terms of feeling like, again, like I'm a master. Like, are you guys seeing this? Like, I did that. I created that. Like, I bought the paint, I bought the canvas, and now it's a GD work of art. Like, there's something very like, oh, I love it. Like, your confidence is very inspiring this week, not only for you, but to those around you, because you have birthed something into creation, and it's working. It's working, Leo. What you're feeling, yeah, guys, what you're feeling is 10 of Cups. Fairy tale ending, happily ever after. And I think it's important with 10 of Cups, this emotional self-fulfillment and self-satisfaction is super important. But with the 10 of Cups, it says, hey, remember who helped get you there. 3 of Cups is all about your tribe, your posse, your group, your clan, your family, you know, the people who lift you up and inspire you on the dark days. So in some ways, it's absolutely ride this wave of like, oh my God, like I'm a master, I'm a genius. But don't lean into that sort of egocentric of you all should bow down to me because look at me. Because a lot of it, it's almost sharing the reward with your people, with your family, whoever you consider your family. That's very 10 of Cups energy. This reading is absolutely incredible. It's actually one of the most positive ones I've had, which, okay, like we're in the new moon solar eclipse, right? Ish. And because it's happening in Aries, that is a sign that is quite compatible with Leo. It's fire, right? So anything moving through Aries, if you have placements in the sign of Leo, sun, moon, rising, something about those planets are going to help support and benefit your own stuff going on in Leo, right? So if you have the moon in Leo, maybe it has to do with your house. Maybe it has to do with your mother. If you have Venus in Leo, maybe it has to do with your health, your body, your money, your art, your pleasure, your creativity, your enjoyment, right? If you have Mercury, maybe it has to do with your car, with your commute, with your travel. Maybe it has to do with your writing projects or your studying or your education, your planning, your organization, your daily rhythm and routine, right? I'm throwing a lot at you here, but what I'm saying is something about these planets moving through Aries, it's going to cause major changes because that's what eclipse season does. But what I don't think you're realizing is that we had to purge all of the stuff we don't need. And for a lot of you, it's control issues, or I'm even going to say some of you are struggling with obsession. This idea of I'm just going to will this thing to grow and I'm going to stare at it and I'm not going to leave. That is the wrong approach. It's like, I get it because you love it so much. It feels like if you're not there every second of the day, like something could go wrong. And this is like putting faith in the universe. And also for some of you, maybe the people who are helping you, giving them a little bit more lenience or giving them a little bit more, faith, yes, but like I'm almost going to say like a longer leash, putting faith and trust in the people who are helping you bring this into manifestation. And not only that, calling upon people for help. Delegating is a big one here, Leo, right? Not needing to be there all the time. Again, I feel you I'm sensing you being present for something and not able to pull yourself away from it because you're worried that if you leave or if you take a break, something's going to go haywire, something's going to change, like, you know, shit's going to hit the fan essentially. And it's literally the opposite. You're putting too much pressure on the energy for this thing, a situation, person, people to perform. You're putting too much pressure on it, the energy. You're also putting too much pressure on yourself and taking it personally that this thing isn't working at the speed you want it to. It never had anything to do with the speed. It has to do with the divine timeline of it. And again, putting faith and trust in the universe. You have people supporting you and wishing you well and maybe even offering guidance and support at this time. Especially emotionally, for those who've been struggling emotionally, you know, full moons, right? That full moon in Libra, I think it kind of knocked everybody off their feet a little bit. And you know, full moons tend to be very emotional times for literally everyone. No one is excluded there. So let's see. Pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You're closer than you think. So again, something about that metaphor of like the Easter egg hunt, that might actually be more significant for some of you than I realized. To me, that's just like a silly phrase being channeled. But something about like the Easter egg, that might be of particular significance to you. So, you know, take it if it resonates. What is supporting you at this time is 8 of Pentacles. Perfect. Slow and steady wins the race. I know it's a cliche. I know it's annoying because you're a fire sign and you like speed. You like zhuzh. You like enthusiasm. You want things to work, in alignment with sort of like your output and your physical body. This is a Virgo card. So in the process of work, we have to respect our body because one will not exist without the other. This is about identifying with the work you do and again, treating it as if you have birthed something into creation. You have to love it. You have to nurture it. You have to feed it. You have to give it compliments. You have to give it time and attention and devotion, but not at the expense of your own physical wellness, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, etc. Your financial health for some of you too. Maybe some of you are needing to pull back funds or pull back resources in order to achieve better harmony and balance, right? Eight of Pentacles, it is the apprenticeship card, and I'm not saying that's going to resonate for all of you literally. Tarot speaks in metaphors and symbols, but this is about, again, reinvigorating your devotion or dedication in a new way where you're not spreading yourself too thin or burning the candle at both ends. Literally take time to enjoy the small moments in life because the small moments you're going to realize are actually really big moments. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, again, a more balanced schedule. You have a lot of earth energy. This position of the cards I usually look at, what is the immediate help available to us? Like if we are in crisis mode and there's anything that, God could tell us, help me, I'm on my knees, like please give me the answer. What do I do? At bare minimum, it's saying you're doing everything right. You just might need to restructure your agenda or your life, or again, where you're allocating things, your time, your money, your resources, right? Six of Pentacles, it is about balance and it's about reciprocity. So feeding relationships and things, people, situations where you do feel like it's being reciprocated in some way. It's not about tit for tat. It's not about keeping receipts, but instead of pouring your energy into a relationship, being like, I love this person so much, but they don't know how they feel about me. Well, we have to stop that, right? Now, here's the thing. I actually don't see that going on at all. Like I'm curious to see what this card is, but all your cards are so positive. This is not about withdrawing entirely. This is about making better use of the energy you have and making the most of the day. It's not about working harder. For some of you, I hate to say it, but cliche. It's about working smarter. That's very Virgo energy. It's about taking better care of your body. But honestly, most important, this is about spending time with people you love. And I don't see anything scary here. I don't do fear-based readings. This is just a message that wants to come through. And it's just a nice reminder. It's like, enjoy the people in your life because not all of them will be there forever. So you don't want to look back and be like, well, I devoted 10 years, being a workaholic and finally my business grew. But you know what? I completely neglected all the people in my life and now I'm kind of lonely. You don't want that. And again, I don't see that happening. This is just like the people in your life this week are coming through as absolute like saviors and angels and just like, earth angels. It's like people who it's just like they're your soulmates. And I don't just mean that in terms of romantic partnership. It's like people who are meant to inspire you and bring joy to your life. They are showing up in fleets this week. So hang out with them and have fun. Don't make it about work. Don't talk about your job, detach from that energy. Yeah, so the action that you're being advised to take that you're not currently taking is Eight of Cups, which as we talked about is the walk away card. This is not abandon ship. This is not give up on your hopes and dreams. This is like take a breather. Take a vacation. Stop putting all this obsessive energy into why isn't this working? Like I just literally see you like shaking someone like, what can I possibly do? This is like, stop, bro. Like you gotta chill. I'm hearing like if you build it, he will come. Like it's in the process, it's being manifested. Like something is already on its way to you. It's in the channel, it's in the pipeline, it's on its way. Like I'm hearing the word navigation. Like it's almost like your ships are coming in, which is interesting because then there's the Lover's card. So for those who are single and looking, this feels very career-like to me. That being said, everything we've said about your action or advice also applies to your love life, especially for my people who are single and looking. You're like, where is my soulmate? Like, I am on the apps. I am going on dates. I feel nothing. Like, my person isn't out there. Nobody wants a second date with me. Whatever it is. It's like, again, it's like obsessing over it and just like willing it to to grow and happen, it's like just relax. It's all happening. We got you, boo. Like the universe is talking to you, but it's like, this is going to happen when it's supposed to. So take solace in the fact, find peace of mind in knowing like you don't have to work harder. You're doing everything right, other than you need to have more fun. Isn't that a lovely message to get this week, Leo? You have far and away the best reading I've gotten so far. I hope this inspires you. I hope this spoke to you in some capacity. Chill, bro. Like, I hate to make it so, like, condescending sounding. That's so not what I mean. But, like, your advice or guidance is just like, exhale. This isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. It's all going to be okay. This is pay attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs you're being given, both the subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. Three of Cups, just going to put that right there for you to see. Leo, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you. If this isn't feeling like it's resonating, check back in a few weeks. It might. But also, be open to the fact that the energy is present here in the cards. So that says to me, the energy is available to you should you want to take advantage of this. Like, share, subscribe. I love you dearly, Leo, and I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.